Hey, what's up, friend? You are you interested in lack of skill? Yeah. Or maybe some suck. I'm just a new guy for the love of game. Wait, don't go. I know it's bad. Times have changed, but not by mad. Don't you know that games are my thing? Yeah, I know it's getting real late. Come on, look at me. I even do storytelling. Also, podcasts on great game subjects. Okay, yeah, I'm not a Markiplier or a PewDiePie. But hey, that's what makes me so unique, right? 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 Okay, don't go anywhere. Don't leave. This is the NIKO Show. You're in the right place. You are in the right place, my friends. I'm actually going to bring this up. Hello. Welcome. I am NikoTheLegend. Welcome. That's great shit. That's some great motherfucking shit. How are you guys? Welcome. I'm sorry I've been missing in action. It's been a while since I've done the NIKO Show. I've been getting over a sinus infection this past week and a half. It has delayed me quite a bit, but hey, if you've been patient enough with me to be here, just to be excited, I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. And guess what? Today's going to be a very lazy episode because pretty much I got the work just laid out for me. Laid out for you right there, right then and there. We're going to be talking about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And I know, we've done a lot of Pokemon episodes. We've done a lot of things based on Pokemon. I can't help it. Pokemon is a part of my DNA. I know I'm a early 30s type of guy. How did I make it this far if I'm still talking about Pokemon? Hey, I started playing Pokemon when it became Pokemon back in the late 90s. So that was me. I was there since Gen 1. I know things. I know a thing or two. Pokemon's going to be with me until I die probably. Or until they ship my body to a black hole somewhere in space. I don't know. But I'll be definitely shitting myself while on the way to the black hole, as it spaghettifies me. Now, guys, here at the NIKO Show, like I said, welcome. Yeah, we were talking about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and you know what? I'm just gonna get the shameless plugs out of the way. Hey, thanks for being here, and the kiss ass part. I know, the really corny and cheesy stuff. Thanks for being here because I like to do this stuff for you guys. I like to offer new, different things on the channel, not just the basic bitch informative videos that I've been doing lately, which have been paying off a little bit here and there, which is great. I'm so close to 1,000. Why does that have to be such a struggle for NIKO? It's so many other people haven't made. So lucky. I have to get like 1 million views for a video just to get like 5 subs. Why do I have that terrible luck ratio? I don't know. It's I swear to God, YouTube. Can I just have just one measly victory, just one milestone victory? That's it. Anyway, if you like what you see today, folks, I'm your host, NikoTheLegend. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. Check out all the links down below if you want to see a more expansive NIKO universe, Discord, Twitch, YouTube, of course. And I'm on Spotify, so the audio version will release pretty much side by side with the video version of this, what you see here on YouTube. This is pre-recorded. I'm not ready to come back and do live shows, not for a while, not since YouTube has been a piece of shit to me for the past year because I hit a wall, a plateau really bad, and I couldn't believe my eyes on how much of a wall I hit. I was doing so good. We were on our way to 1K, and then boom. Pretty much once Mass Effect Legendary Edition came out, that's when my victory climb on Victory Mountain ended real short. I was almost there. But anyway, what I will do a live show when we're at the bottom, the last 5 subscribers on YouTube. Yeah, no joke. When we're at the last 5 subscribers on YouTube, that's when we'll stream live, because we will do almost think of it like a New Year's Eve countdown type of thing or something, right? Where we're gonna hang out with you guys. If you decide to stop by, I don't care if it's just me and one other person or just me and my left nut. I don't care. I don't care if it's 10 people, 5 people, 1 person, a cat that I hear 3 streets down meowing and getting fucked by another cat. It doesn't matter. Someone or me especially is gonna be here to celebrate. And you know what? I like doing that streams where I hang out with you guys and talk to you. So that's a lot of fun. So the closer we get to 1,000, the better. We are 33 away. So I don't know. You guys can make that happen. Tell your friends about NIKO. You know, they'd be like, hey, look at this loser, look at this whack job. Now hit subscribe or I'll beat you up or something like that. Anyway, that's future news and stuff. So we're gonna keep it pretty chill. And like I said, it's been a while since I've been here. I had the sinus infection that happened to me again, which I was not thinking was gonna happen twice this year. But sometimes like every other year, I do get the sinus infection early in the year twice. I got it in January and now it's March. Might as well should have just had it happen in February, because February is like the stupidest, shittiest month. The shortest month of the year. Valentine's Day is a stupid fucking holiday. And your paychecks are terrible in February. So who cares about that month? It's terrible. Black History Month? Yeah, let's give them the shortest month of the year. That's nice. Stupid. Can't you just give them, you know, the Black History Month is just a longer month or something? Whatever. Ideas, you know, just simple concepts. They can't do it. Anyway, folks, I hope you're excited to talk about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, because I love Pokemon more than anything in life. That's not true, but, you know, in the nerd culture, maybe, but not everything in life itself. And I'm gonna educate myself and you on this. We're gonna learn together, okay, on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. But before we get into that, we have to go through these 2 weird news articles I like to do for each podcast. If it's not an interview with somebody else, or if it's somebody that I literally have to spend the whole hour talking about. If it's something like this, like we're going to do today, then I can get away with doing the weird news. So I hope you're ready. Are you ready to start this show for real? Yeah, I'm excited too, you know. I appreciate you guys just giving me like I don't know, a look-see, you know. Don't worry about this pre-recorded crap. It won't be forever. Maybe when I hit 1,000 subs, I'll become this wannabe 1,000 celebrity guy, you know, where I don't wear pants forever. I mean, that's probably, I'm not wearing pants right now. You never know. Okay, are you ready? The first weird news article. We're going to try to get through this, you know, diligently. Dog is dumped at North Carolina shelter. I have the article over here. Usually I have in front of me. Because owners said it might be gay. I think that's happened to at least, you know, there's people out there where it's happened to you. You've been treated like a dog. You've been dumped because your parents thought you were gay. It's a cruel world we live in. So a dog in North Carolina is looking for a new home after his previous owners dumped him at an animal shelter because they said they feared he might be gay. This is like a South Park episode, Don't Be Gay, Sparky. You know, where Sparky goes to Weird Gay Al's gay zoo. Gay animal farm. I don't know. That's a great episode. Fesco, who was described as a 4 to 5 year old dog of an unknown breed, was originally dropped off at the Stanley County Animal Protective Services in Albemarle, whatever. Super, thanks for asking. I'm Big Gay Al. The reason, Fesco apparently humped another male dog. Oh, this is just like South Park. And the dog's owners assumed the canine was a gay-nine. That's right, the word is gay-nine. And didn't want him around, so they left him at the shelter. I mean, haven't we humped things before? You know, I've humped a bunch of guys before out of curiosity. No, I'm just kidding. But, you know, curiosity does happen. You know, a dog is a male dog with a peen and balls. That's all they want to do is just hump everything that comes in sight. They don't care if it's male or female. They don't care. Just like they don't care about pissing or shitting. They'll choose any spot. That's what I do in the morning. I just choose whatever spot on the floor and go, pfft. Okay, now the shelter wants to find Fesco a new home and says he likes people and other animals. Apparently of the male genitalia kind of people. But according to a report Thursday on Charlotte, CW affiliate WCCB. Well, if you're watching, no wonder they're talking about this. If you're watching news on the WCCB, then I got news for you. What are you doing? I know ABC, NBC, Boogie Bog, all those news, ABC articles, news. Again, they all suck. But this is probably not going to be any better, if not worse. So they should start playing WCCB at like airports, so they get weird ass articles, or I keep saying articles, news stories for people to look at. Like, oh my God, that dog is gaydon. He's a gaydon. Okay, although Scientific American notes that homosexual behavior has been observed in more than 1,500 animal species. Well, thank God we know that. The ASPCA says that it's common for dogs to mount and thrust against other animals. Yeah, human beings do it all the time. People and objects, including wadded up blankets, dog beds, and toys, as a form of masturbation or as a response to stress. Hey, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever need a good stress relief, just 2 fingers. HuffPost reached out to the shelter to find out if Fezco has been adopted, but no one immediately responded. They're like, no, cut the feed. But they can't know about Sparky being gay. We can't put him in the dictionary on the word gay nine. This is not going to happen. This is no. It's like saying that to the gay dog. Poor Fezco. I mean, when you name a dog that, what do you expect? Who names a dog Fezco? First of all, let's get that out of the way. Fezco? Is that like the ugly stepsister of Petco or something? I don't know. Second of all, if you're inventing terms like gay nine, you can tell that the owners are probably not very high in the intelligence department if you're using words like that. Or maybe they didn't use a word like that and this author of this article did. Anyway, that's the first time I've ever heard the word gay nine, and I feel stupider for knowing it because that's the generation we live in. Just take one letter out and replace it with another letter that makes it more slang and hip, slang and all hippity-dippity, and apparently it becomes a thing. The internet is a very stupid place, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're cooped up on your phone right now and you're listening to me, take it from me. Look how I turned out. Don't be like me, all right? Stay away. Anyway, I hope Sparky finds Stan from South Park. I hope this works out. Big Gay Al, Weird Al. What do I call him? Weird Gay Al or something? Big Gay Al is his name. Super. All right, on to the next one. So, things get real batty when real bad appears during screening of The Batman. I saw that movie. It was a great movie. You guys should see The Batman. I was actually pretty impressed by it. Way better than anything that we've gotten from the past decade. The last good Batman movie to me was Batman Dark Knight Rises. The second one with Heath Ledger. After that, the third Christopher Nolan Batman. Batman v Superman. And then Justice League. Absolutely fucking garbage. So, The Batman. Robert Pattinson. He did a good job. Despite being emo Batman. Whatever. At least it's different. Okay, so the Austin, Texas-based movie house in Erie by Cineplex says that the Bat was likely released into the theater as a prank. Well, you can't dress up as the Joker or Batman anymore in theaters because you'll just get shot up. So you just gotta drop the shit bombs from the Bat. Imagine how China feels about this because they're like, they're all about the bats in China with the COVID, supposedly, pandemic that came from good old bats. Imagine how they would feel if they saw Batman and this happened to them. I think that's why the Batman didn't do so well in China. Anyway, but that's besides the point. An actual bat was spotted swooping around inside the theater, putting the movie on pause while management called animal control and tried unsuccessfully to get the critter out. Just let the bat do his thing. Maybe he wanted to maybe he wanted to turn someone into Batman. Who knows? Maybe Batman is like an Animorph and he turned into a bat. I don't fucking know. Guests were offered their money back, but most chose to stick it out and watch the film, bat and all, according to one moviegoer. Why not? It just makes it for a more batful experience. As I like to say, bat away. All right, that's enough for the dad joke. There were no reports of anyone being bitten during the incident. Less than 1% of bats in the wild have rabies. Okay. Are we not going to talk about what they did with the bat? I guess we'll just never know. I hope the bat's alive, and if anybody killed the bat, they should be punished severely. Let's imagine how Batman feels that his little critters from his Batcave were released and got killed. I hope he has animal insurance. Can you get animal insurance? I don't even know. I had a cat recently that, well, not real recently, 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, that I had to put down. I didn't have any insurance on him. Is it a thing? I don't know. Maybe this... Anyway. Okay, so that's it for the news stuff. That's the weird news. So, dogs and bats. A deadly combination, and the one that should never be mixed together. Just kidding. I think a dog and a bat could get along. Why not? Disney, make it happen. But also, Disney, die. All right, so welcome. Look at that. 20 minutes in. Perfect. We're going to start talking about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Violet and Scarlet, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Thank you, everybody, for being here once again. And comment down below if you haven't already. Just hit that. Just comment. Hit the like button. Do whatever you want. But I like to hear what you guys have to say about what we talked so far. And let me ask you this question. Are you going to be getting Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? And let me know why or why not. If you're not, anyway. Okay, so I guess this was last second thinking on wanting to do something like this. I get a bunch of things that rush through my head, and for some reason, this easy, little to no work topic just popped in my head. That Star Citizen 2, about how much Star Citizen needs to die and how it's the worst fucking crowdfunding game of all time. And I say worse as in it's the biggest lie, the biggest scam of our time. And I think this needs to be talked about more. So we might be doing that next time. Heck, we might even finish the top 100 Japan's favorite video game list that we haven't got through all the way. Because it takes a long time to get through top 100. So we might be able to finish it in 3 parts. I might just go guns blazing, gun-ho. So, all right. I hope you guys are ready because Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. As I mentioned before, I do like Pokemon a lot. We've talked about Pokemon quite a bit on the channel. I think the last thing I talked about Pokemon is my ideal Pokemon game. And I said to make it some kind of epic, episodic adventure Pokemon game that will do a great job reminding you of the show back when you were a kid. I think that'd be a lot of fun if they do a awesome episodic adventure RPG game of some kind. They could easily do it. We've seen other adaptations, like anime to video game adaptations before, that have been episodic, like Dragon Ball Z has done it, Naruto has done it, and I think so on and so forth. I would like to see it happen. I want to see that. Shit, can you imagine if the original voice actors came back? That would be fucking epic. And I think a lot of fans would love it too. I'm pretty sure we'll just eat anything up that Nintendo has to offer, especially if it's Gen 1, the Indigo Plateau, the Indigo League. Those episodes you cannot top. They are Season 1, the Indigo League episodes, or Season 1 and 2 of the Indigo League are the best episodes of Pokemon. There's just no topping it. So if you ever go back and watch it, you'll see what I mean. That show is still great, and it's actually pretty funny. So, with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, it is the next, since we were just talking about first gen, we are finally getting 9th gen Pokemon game, the next main entry. And there's been a lot of Pokemon games in the past year and a half, honestly. Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Unite, Pokemon remakes of Diamond and Pearl, Pokemon Legends Arceus. By the way, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remake and Arceus released in like less than 3 months, or a 3 months span, which is crazy to me. And now, at the end of this year, we are getting Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. That's a lot of Pokemon. That is quite a bit. And I'm just talking about the games. I'm not talking about the TV shows or the cards or anything, the card game. I'm just talking about the games. So, to me, I think, they do give us enough time to prepare for this next game. I kind of wish it was coming out next year because I think Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out at the end of this year. So, crap. It's going to be a big struggle of which ones I'm going to want to get. I might have to get both. And they're going to take up a lot of my time, quite a bit. So I recently played Pokemon Arceus. It is a fantastic spin-off game of Pokemon itself, and if you check out anything from the trailers, I know the graphics aren't very great looking. They look like they belong on the PS2 or GameCube, but hear me out when I say this. The gameplay is where it's at, and it's fun as fuck. And they are definitely... It almost seems like that game, Arceus, was a proving ground or a tech demo or demonstration of what's yet to come. So why do I say that? Because Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is pretty much Pokemon Arceus, but 10 times better in terms of in a lot of with a lot of things. And we'll actually go into these articles hopefully that talk about the things that Arceus game needs to have in Pokemon Scarlet, like the features and stuff. And you'll see what I mean. So yeah, like I said, 9th gen Pokemon game. I guess it's taking place. It's got a more, I don't know. People say Barcelona, so it's gonna have kind of a Hispanic ethnic feel to it, which I'm actually excited about. Besides how your characters look starting out, but whatever, we'll get over that. You can just customize your character, and it looks great. It definitely looks a lot better than Pokemon Arceus with the graphics department, and I'm always excited for the next generation of a Pokemon game. Like, I really am. I had a blast playing Pokemon Sword and Shield. I think they did a fantastic job with 8th gen. I have over 200 hours in it. Pokemon Arceus, I have over 200. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Remake, I have about 100 or 105. So you can tell that I've been putting a lot of time in Pokemon this past few years. By choice, don't worry. It's like, come on. You think I'm making all the money off of you guys paying attention? Just kidding, I don't make anything. So, let's talk about everything we know so far about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So, here's everything we know. This isn't me saying this, of course. I didn't even know Pokemon Scarlet and Violet was a thing until I had to start writing about it right now. But Game Freak is pumping out yet another Pokemon game. See what I mean? And boy, do I know more about this now than I did yesterday. The first teaser trailer launched on February 27th, 2022, and it was surprisingly revealing despite some of its quirky live-action scenes. At first glance, it seems rather reminiscent of Pokemon Sword and Shield. So if that was your cup of tea, then Scarlet and Violet might be right for you. Take it from me, Sword and Shield was a lot of fun. From the release date and story of the gameplay and the Pokemon starters, here's everything we know about Scarlet and Violet. Okay, so the release date. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is slated to release sometime in late 2022. I could see it coming after Breath of the Wild 2, which is rather soon, but considering Pokemon is a big release for Nintendo. For comparison, Metroid Prime 4 was announced like half a decade ago. God, poor Metroid. Metroid Dread is doing really well. I checked that out while you wait for Metroid Prime 4, ladies and gentlemen. Like all new Pokemon games, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet will be exclusive to the Nintendo Switch. And this is why they make hotcakes. Sell it like hotcakes. So the story of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So it's unclear which direction the story will go in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but I suspect it's going to be a recycled version of previous Pokemon arcs. This is why I wanted a episodic adventure of Ash and friends. And they can do that. That could be its own spin-off games. Like, just call it Pokemon Adventures or Pokemon, I don't know, the show. I imagine we'll fight gym leaders, battle this game's version of the Elite Four, deal with Team Rocket nonsense, and then prevent a cataclysmic event caused by the new legendary Pokemon introduced in this title. Or at least some variation of those events. See, I just wish they would just go with something a lot more simpler, something more straightforward, not this end-of-the-world crap. Like they always do. Nintendo always makes the same games every single time. But they get me every time, and it's always a blast. I don't know what it is. I'm less concerned about the story than I am about the world itself. See, that's where you get me. I'm curious which part of our real world did Game Freak draw inspiration from. For Sun and Moon, it was Hawaii. For Sword and Shield, it was Great Britain. From what we've seen so far, it takes place in some mountainous region surrounded by an ocean and a desert. The Sahara region or Colombia. Some people say Barcelona. Okay, gameplay of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. See, this is pretty straightforward, so I know we're having a great time. Anyway, we haven't seen direct gameplay from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet just yet, but we have seen great overhead footage of the world design. The structure does look reminiscent of Sword and Shield, with Pokemon wandering around about the forest, caves, deserts, and mountains. However, it's unclear if the gameplay will be similar to Sword and Shield, which is a more classic approach to the franchise, or Arceus, which sees the player fight Pokemon in a more active combat system. I kind of hope it's the latter. I'm bored of the Pokemon formula. Trust me. So Pokemon Arceus' gameplay is amazing. It's the best part about the game. It's super addicting and a lot of fun. I am hoping for at least they put both, where you do have turn-based combat, or real time is great, and then you have Pokemon trainers that you encounter that that it turns into the turn-based. I'm okay with that. I think that's awesome. You get to really play your way with when Pokemon is just open like that, but I'm okay either way. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet starters and confirmed Pokemon. Now, the starters here, ladies and gentlemen, is the best part. So, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet introduces the 9th generation of Pokemon to the series. As of right now, there are 898 Pokemon, not including those confirmed for Scarlet and Violet. So, Skylar? It's entirely possible that Scarlet and Violet will bring that list to the quadruple digits. Oh my god, it's going to be insane. But right now, here are all the confirmed new Pokemon for Scarlet and Violet. Okay, so you got Spaghettio, Fuecoco, I don't know, and Quaxley. So you got your Grass type, Grass Kitty, you got your Fire Dino, I think, and then your Water Duck. I think it would have been cooler if the Duck wasn't just a basic Water type, because that's just too... It's a bit too on the nose, Game Freak. It'd be kind of cool if you had like a Grass Duck or a Fire Duck, but... whatever, here we are. The one I'm interested in most is Fuecoco. He looks awesome. He looks like a chili pepper. I thought he looked like an apple because he's got like kind of like an apple stem, and the apple like the open side of an apple on his face, and the rest is red. But I think he is going to be a chili pepper type Pokemon. Hopefully, I hope he doesn't get maracas though. That's all I'm going to say. He looks like a guy that would really love to be educated by the maraca business. Okay, the 3-star Pokemon are Spaghettios, Mr. Coco, and Quack Quack. Spaghettio is a capricious, attention-seeking grass cat Pokemon. Fuecoco is a laid-back fire croc. He's a crocodile, which you fucking better believe I'm going to pick a crocodile over a cat and a duck. Especially because I'm from Florida, so, go Crocs. I'm not wearing Crocs, but go Crocs. And does things at its own pace. Quaxley is a earnest and tidy water-type duckling Pokemon. We got all these animals in Florida. It's great. We'll keep you updated as new Pokemon get announced. But here, from what we've seen from the trailer, there are plenty of returning favorites. Here's a list of returning Pokemon. Starly, Hoppip, Bounsweet, Patilli, Psyduck, Drifloon, Combi, Meowth, Stonjourner, whatever, Pelipper, Clauncher, Swablu, Pikachu, Blissey, Seviper, Larvitar, and then evolutions, of course, Magnemite, and Lucario. Man, they really like Lucario. So, the outlook. While I enjoy Pokemon, Scarlet and Violet needs to bring something unique and interesting to the table for me to return to the franchise. I hope that the gameplay structure and storytelling evolves beyond the usual tropes. For more info. So that's why I hope it's like Pokemon Arceus. Pokemon Arceus did a good job with the story progressing with the player. Like, you getting more Pokemon. The town progresses with you in Pokemon Arceus. It gets more developed and built. And then the music gets more developed and built, more complex as the story goes on. Anyway, it just does a good job on making you feel like, yeah, you're actually making a difference. Despite the story being, it's a fucking Pokemon game. It's not the best thing. Everything else in that game is great, though. They did a good job. So that's Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. That's what we know so far about the game. They only showed what they did at the Pokemon presentation, like, when? Oh, the 27th? Wow, that was the 27th? Oh my god. So, like, almost a month ago? That's fucking nuts. Jeez Louise, what's going on this year? It's like disappearing already. Whatever works for me, the closer we are to these games, the better. I got a problem. Okay, so if you're not tantalized by this information about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I get it. There's still plenty of information that needs to be told. And I'm really hoping that Game Freak does a better job with their marketing or giving us information. They did a really piss poor job in Pokemon Arceus. I don't understand why, but they didn't really show us too many things about what the game is capable of, what we're able to do. Very like on the surface, like on what you can. It was weird. So let's go to this easy list of 10 things you want to see in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now, personally, like I said, episodic adventure Pokemon game is what I want. Another great game that I wouldn't mind is like a 9th gen or a 10th gen Pokemon game, just whatever next generation, where they put the best of all the gimmicks or the best of each game into one. Just throw it all in together and make it work. I don't care, whatever. Just make it like some kind of multiverse feature thing, you know? I'm okay with that. And butt sex. So, after the disappointment of Sword and Shield? What? Whoa. Disappointment of Sword and Shield. That game sold like a bazillion copies. Not because of the Pokemon game name alone, but because it was a good game. I had a blast playing it. Okay, and Legends Arceus is also selling like hotcakes. It's still like top 3 on the eShop digital sales if you look at the store. So fans expect Scarlet and Violet to be the best Pokemon game on the Switch. Yeah, we'll see about that. So this guy's got high hopes apparently. Fans of the Pokemon franchise have been spoiled in the last couple of years. Yeah, we have with Pokemon Unite, the remakes of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl with a new Pokemon Snap and Pokemon Legends Arceus. And then Gen 9 announcement was like pretty much a month later. So, yeah, like I said, we were quite spoiled by Game Freak. I don't understand it. I don't know why, but hey, at least each game they release is pretty banging. People are liking these games coming out. So, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are inbound, and fans have been sent into a frenzy of anticipation and excitement. So, with everybody trying to lay out their expectations of what needs to be included in the next installments of the hugely popular franchise. So, this number 10 should be number 1, I feel. Like I said, I want I do want a compelling and memorable Pokemon story. I want something that sticks to you, that makes you fucking change how you feel about the way life is and shit. Not this, we gotta be friends with Pokemon. We gotta catch them all. We gotta get badges. I gotta be the best. Oh, jeez. Oh, no, there's an evil faction taking over the world. They want to do bad things and control Pokemon. Oh, Nintendo. God. So the story of Legends Arceus has surprised and impressed most, but returning to the traditional formula for stories in Pokemon games will require an impactful narrative on a whole new level for Gen 9. So yeah, Pokemon Arceus Legends did try something a bit different, but it's still like nothing too compelling, in my opinion. You know, it's there, and it does something, but it's definitely not the best. Definitely not on the production value of the execution of the story is very... That's like the... yeah. So, a good Pokemon story needs interesting characters that can make more memorable moments and keep the player hooked in the process. So, you know what they need to do, right? And I know they have done this in the past, I think, but they need to make it to where it's just as impactful as... is Gen 1. I'm going to keep bringing up Gen 1 because Gen 1 was perfect, man. Like, you could play Pokemon Blue and Red and watch the TV show side by side. Like, it was just chocolate and peanut butter, you know? Just salt and vinegar. Like, they mix so well with one another. And it was really cool to progress in the game and then watching the show because if you just felt like you were there, you were part of it. And everybody, you know, the characters were great in Gen 1. They just need to... They try to keep reinventing new characters and stuff, but they just can't live up to that hype of Gen 1. I'm telling you, they just can't do it. They were like a one-hit wonder. And that's tough, I get it. And it's not like the story for Pokemon Season 1 Indigo League was that compelling to begin with, but there was so much heart with that show. That show had a lot of heart in Indigo League. That's why people love the TV show and the Pokemon games, because that show let people know how much heart went into it. There still has yet to be a Pokemon show that has the intro song beat the original Pokemon theme song. There has yet to be something. That's what I'm saying. They went all in on Season 1, and they have not been able to top it, which is very interesting how that works. Usually TV shows will get better as time goes on, but not in Pokemon's case. So, fans were generally divided by the story in Sword and Shield. Like I said, I don't really play a Pokemon game too much for the story. I don't care. Just let me play the game. It's fine. It's serviceable story. Doesn't matter. I didn't care with Sword and Shield. With some players' opinions being influenced by their dislike for certain characters, with Hop and Beauty being obvious examples, Scarlet and Violet need to integrate a compelling story into the new region, with cultural references or inspirations being an added bonus, which is fine. But do you think they're gonna do it now? Nah, I doubt it. Don't. This is why you don't, get your hopes up so high. The writing's on the wall, people. It's Nintendo and Game Freak. They're not gonna go balls deep. So a way of managing difficulty. Yes, Pokemon games, especially with the generations, they've been pretty fucking simple, pretty easy. But Pokemon Legends Arceus brought the difficulty back quite a bit. It was it's more challenging than any Pokemon I've played in the past decade. Let's just say that. Pokemon games in recent years have been made more accessible, with their overall difficulty being reduced. Aside from the tough gym leader or Elite Four battle, yeah. Quality of life changes in recent years have included every healthy party member getting experience regardless of involvement, which I am glad that they did that, because Pokemon grinding is so fucking boring and tedious. Yes, that's why I like Pokemon Sword and Shield so much, because all the bullshit that people were so fed up with to begin with, they made it less obnoxious and serviceable, and you could tolerate. Okay, I'm sick of spending 3 hours leveling up my Pidgey 5 times or some crap like that. Fuck that. So, and while this saves time and effort in grinding levels, it takes some of the difficulty out of the old games. Just make the trainers have tough Pokemon. There's ways to do it. It's a balancing act. While Pokemon games nowadays feel like they're aimed at children, a huge portion of the players are still those that grew up with the games. Introduction of a difficulty level could be a good way to appeal to all sorts of players. It's not going to happen. So, the good features of Legends Arceus. So, presented a new side of what Pokemon games can be like that the franchise has never really explored, thank God. And some of the game's features would be welcomed back with open arms. Throwing Pokeballs without having to enter a battle format every time felt liberating in Legends Arceus. But the Gen 9 games are likely to return to traditional encounters. The battle system in Legends Arceus felt fresh and much needed, so aspects of it could well be applied to the new games. I think it will, honestly. The initial Scarlet and Violet trailer has already revealed locations that look similar in design to Legends Arceus. Okay, anyway, yes. Arceus has so many great things about it. All the things you like about Arceus, let's see it in Pokemon Violet and Scarlet. All right, next one. Wow, we're already at 41 minutes. You guys like this? So, number 7, more online accessibility and new multiplayer ideas. Yes, can we please stop getting less and less multiplayer stuff? Sword and Shield did a fantastic job, okay? They did a great job. Battling and trading with friends has always been a feature in Pokemon games, with the latter being a necessity when considering completing a game's Pokedex in its entirety due to trade evolutions and version exclusives, which is so fucking dumb. Battling has even blown up with the past few generations, with the Pokemon competitive scene being of huge interest globally. Yes, Legends Arceus still has trading, but they allowed you to you don't have to trade with people to get that trade evolution. You can buy a specific item now, and I hope they have that item in the next game. So there's 2 ways to get it. So Sword and Shield may have split opinions in terms of the overall games, but they pushed the online and multiplayer accessibility even further. With the introduction of max raid battles and the dens with the DLC, Gen 9 could drum up even more hype surrounding these games with more online options, perhaps even mini-games to create even more reasons to play the games beyond simply completing the story and completing the Pokedex. You want to know the Pokemon game that had the best competitive scene or whatever? The Battle Frontier and Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. They went balls to the wall with that game, with what you could do with homies against other homies, or homies against NPC homies, or whatever. Yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, I'm glad, because you gotta admit, it was a great fucking time. And it has not been the same since. They have not done multiplayer on that level. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, they could have done something like that, but it sucks in that game. Yeah. Pokemon Sword and Shield was great, though. At least they had a lot of options to play with friends, which I always appreciated. And yeah, I got some good memories of Pokemon Sword and Shield fights and raids and all that. It's fun. It was fun. Wonder Trade. Oh my god. I can't believe they got rid of that shit in recent games. I hope it comes back. So number 6, evolutions and regional variants for previous forms. While many eyes will be focused on the new Pokemon brought to Gen 9, there is now an expectation from fans that previous evolution lines should be built upon where possible. This gives opportunities to make new Pokemon from previous concepts and designs without necessarily having to scrape the barrel for entirely new inspirations. Yes, Sinnoh especially was huge in introducing the likes of Rhyperior, Magmortar, Electivire, and many more, adding new life to old evolution lines, and there's still plenty of more opportunities. Hey, I liked when Pokemon Legends Arceus had the Hisuian variations forms. That's awesome. I hope to see stuff like that more. Just like Sun and Moon had Alolan forms and stuff. Sword and Shield, they had the Galarin forms. Those were awesome. Really cool. So let's keep seeing that. So, number 5, a solid endgame and multiple reasons to keep playing beyond completion. The past few games in the Pokemon series have lacked a substantial endgame to keep the game alive after completion of the main story. Sword and Shield should not be included in that because there's plenty. Other than simply trying to complete the Pokedex. That's boring. While Gen 2's inclusion of the Kanto region can be an example of trying too much with little reward, it was still a blast when I figured out that just going to Kanto alone was the reward, you numbnuts. Pokemon players are always searching for more reasons to come back to each game, and Gen 9 would do well to introduce some new options and possibilities. This could be in the form of DLC releases like with Sword and Shield, but players would likely prefer to have everything available on release. Oh god, yeah. Pokedex, hashtag, now my Pokedex, Sword and Shield or something like that, and then DLC season pass or whatever. People were making a big deal about that, but guess what? They bought it anyway. So, number 4, the freedom of an open world. Early signs of Scarlet and Violet hint that they will be going in the direction of being fully open world. Pokemon Legends Arceus gave fans of the franchise a taste with its expansive regions, but it was still rather limited. It was rather limited because there was only one town that you can really explore, and that's your main town. This one seems to be multiple towns. If this is the next generation of Pokemon games, yeah. It's pretty much going to be Pokemon Legends Arceus on steroids. A completely open world Pokemon game is an exciting prospect, but it raises certain concerns while considering how well the story will link to the locations. Pokemon games often have cities and routes that are not immediately accessible, with the player's path being rather linear, so it would be interesting to see if and how any restrictions would be applied to an open world setting. It's not that hard to do. Just have enough places where you can go and then some places where you can't go. Boom. That's just how all open world RPGs are, really. Sometimes you need a certain item, sometimes you're just not experienced enough, blah, blah, blah. Like, they'll find ways. Number 3, Kalos references and influences. With the initial trailer for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet pointing towards Spanish and Portuguese influences on the Gen 9th region, speculation has begun to form suggesting that the new region could be in fact be bordering Kalos, due to its own influences being France-related. While Kalos bordering the new region would not necessarily mean that players can visit Gen 6 locations, it could still leave the door open for more Kalos species of Pokemon being available than in the past few generations, or it could even spell the return of Mega Evolutions. Oh my god, I love Mega Evolutions. The countries of influence are never really announced outright, but they are heavily implied in designs and general aesthetic, meaning that the link to Kalos could well be mentioned at the very least. Oh my god, yeah. Gen 6 was awesome, dude. Pokemon X and Y, oh, that was a blast, man. That was a great game. Number 2, NPCs and cities bustling with energy. Yes, please. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are seemingly focusing on integrating Pokemon within the cities and more urban areas for the first time. And with the trailer suggesting that the cities are likely to be on a larger scale than normal, thank God, this space needs to be filled accordingly. That's where Pokemon's going to fail because they too many assets. So, towns and cities will have their own NPCs, but they need to be plentiful and be moving within their given locations in order to give a more authentic feel. So, like a day and night schedule for these guys, I don't even care if it's basic, bitch, that'd be great. A huge city with only a handful of stationary people will take away from any location, no matter how vibrant it may look, as space management is a huge importance in game projects such as this. Yeah. Have you seen the TV shows? Every town, city, village, whatever the fuck it is, whatever it is, that Ash and his gang go to, they're huge. Pallet Town is huge. You think it's two houses and a lab in Pallet Town from Gen 1? No, it's like 50 houses. Oh my god, Cerulean City, Vermilion City, Saffron, those places are ginormous. Don't get me wrong, Saffron City was pretty big in Gen 1, despite, the way the game looked. It had a lot of buildings in it, but you can only go in like 3. I'm not saying I want to go in every single building, but I want to see a hustle and bustle town, man. I want to see it just packed, Like Cyberpunk 2077 does a great job. I know I'm complimenting Cyberpunk, but bear with me. On making it feel a city that's very much alive. Very much alive. So, will it be on that scale with that many people? No, because the Switch would explode. But you get where I'm coming from. Last but not least, wow, we made it. A Pokedex with the perfect balance of new additions and returning faces. You know what game did a perfect job of that? In my opinion, Pokemon Legends Arceus put the right amount of Pokemon and gave you the cool amount of Pokemon. The quality over quantity aspect is where it's at. Pokemon fans will never be able to completely agree on what selection of Pokemon should be in a game. That's fair to say. With some wanting every Pokemon to be included, while others want a condensed Pokedex as long as it has their favorite Pokemon. It may not be possible to appease everybody out there, but introducing a modest number of new Pokemon native to the new region while reintroducing a few familiar faces that have been left out in Legends Arceus and Sword and Shield could well be the way forward, especially if they are relevant to some of the new locations. Hey, by the way, Sword and Shield has a lot of fucking Pokemon in the game. With the DLC included, holy crap, you can make some great teams in that game. It's astonishing how many Pokemon you can get in that game. Okay, so there you go. That's the top 10. You know what? I'm not going to really go too far into the other articles. It was just talking about, what features that from Arceus should be in the next game, and then the new gimmick in Pokemon 9. So we don't know yet, but let's see if we can find it real quick. Types being shown on titles in the main city. That means rival leaker may have hinted at. Been accurate multiple times. Posting emoji into a grass cut or firecracker of the Pokemon. Okay, the thing with Riddler, however, is always posting your leaks and vague. Okay. Unique symbol. As for show the teaser, seemingly the gen's code name. Teaser of Titan. We deduce that the symbol is Japanese for 3, and sensibly it seems many followers who know Ku recently will have taken this to the teaser for the new Pokemon gimmick. The leading theory as of now seems to be that Pokemon will have access to a third type in some way. I don't know what that means. Okay, anyway, you get the idea. You don't. Neither do I. So, folks, what do you think? Are you so wildly entertained by Pokemon Scarlet and Violet right now? If not, feel free to let me know down in the comments below and subscribe to the NikoTheLegend channel. I'm here. Let's get to 1,000 subs, please. We're almost there. 33 more, guys. Come on, we can do it. You can check me out on all these other platforms with the links down below, okay? So, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, I'm hoping it comes out maybe a couple months before or after Breath of the Wild 2. Give me some breathing room because Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be a very time-consuming game. It's going to be a blast to play. I can't wait. This year is going to be insane. I can't wait. So this is what I did with Pokemon Sword and Shield. I had 2 buddies of mine, 2 friends of mine. They stayed for the weekend, and all we did was play Pokemon Sword and Shield, and it was a blast. I'm hoping to do this again with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. It's just fun. Pokemon is best played with friends. I know you can get away with playing it by yourself, but this is the game where you just love to just compare notes and have a good time adventuring. Not necessarily together like a full-on co-op Pokemon adventure, but being like, hey, I just beat this trainer. Hey, I just caught this Pokemon. Oh, man, look who I caught, right? Oh, look at this rare-ass Pokemon. Look at this area that nobody knew about or you guys haven't gone to, like some place to explore. Anyway, you get the idea. It's that universal feeling of sharing, and when you're hanging out with your buds, you get that feeling quite a bit. So, am I excited for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? So far, yeah. I think the starters what really drove me in, and I'm glad that they're going with the more Legends Arceus route. Like, it might be just a hybrid mix of Legends Arceus and your typical Pokemon game. I just hope they do things a little bit differently, like Legends Arceus, to where it feels like a brand new, just a fresh new start, right? They could still get away if they completely did a carbon copy of gameplay-wise Legends Arceus type thing. It'd be fine. People would still love that because there's a lot of people that have not bought Legends Arceus because they probably didn't think it looked that great. But trust me, I know where you're coming from in the graphics department, but when you play it, you're like, holy shit, this is fun. So I'm hoping we get the best of both worlds. And time will only tell. Anyway, folks, I've been your host, NikoTheLegend. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, well, I already said that. But I've been the Snowflake, one-manner teenager, rambling idiot, and Vigil. And yeah, I'm back. It's great. Hopefully I don't get another sinus infection anytime soon because I hate missing out on doing these videos. Finally going back to it. All right, take care, Pathfinders. I hope to see you again and again and again and again and again.